Hello. Hello.
Hey, dude, these crossword puzzles are not anywhere near what they're described as. Like crossing your eyes and, it should be called crazy-eyed puzzles. Duh.
I thought they
Fuck.
were called cross-eyed puzzles.
Oh, I can't make my eyes go crossed. I can just make them look in opposite directions, like some type of mutant.
Like the dude from Men in Black.
I'm
Yeah.
like a gecko.
I don't think I can do it. Yeah, I don't know. That's all you. Looks like you got a glass eye.
I know. I used to play that off in school, and when I was in the Navy, that I had a glass eye, and I used to do that and make it look like I'm rolling it back. I used to be able to do it way better, and it was awesome. I pretended I was special needs for one class. I was getting straight A's until we had a parent-teacher conference, and my aunt was my guardian at the time, and brought or asked my aunt to come in and was telling her, "Oh my God, I am so proud you're raising your disabled nephew, blah, blah, blah." And the minute I heard that, I'm like, oh shit, the jig is up. And my aunt's like, "What do you mean disabled?" And I immediately turn around, I'm like, "Hey, what's up?" Hi.
Right.
I never got higher than a D plus in that class after that.
Dang. Perpetrating his handicap. Oh,
yeah.
Handsome Joe decided to show up. Look at that.
What up, Joe K?
What up? All right, let's just give a quick what up, what up. Okay, Gerchop put in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 comments before the show even went live. That's great.
Yeah, Light pretended.
All right, what's up, Gerchop? Appalachian Gun Runner. I hate to Google. I want to ride. Goddamn Bacon. Space Texan. Kimball. Sport Brand. What's up, y'all? P38. What's up, brother? Edge of the South. Edge of the South.
Space hey, Peter Texan. Griffin, what's up? Or Peter G.
Peter G.
Peter G.
I wonder if it's Peter North, but he's just like disguising himself, you know?
Peter Girth.
Yeah, Light pretend. I just saw that. GKT, what's up? All right. Chris, Peter G. Peter G. I wonder if there's got to be something else behind that. What's up, Fairchild? Okay. All right. So let me pull one ear off so I'm not like screaming in my house. These noise cancellation headphones are serious. Game over. I'm not here long, early morning. That's okay. That's okay. Swamp Dog, what's up? All right. So tonight is viewer roulette, just like we've done in the past. Somebody wants to come on. I'm not going to throw the link out there. You email me, and when you email me, I will send you the link, and then you jump on. So let me put this right, y'all.
Jump on it. Jump on it.
Jump on. Jump on.
Dun, 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 dun. Jump on it. Jump.
Dude, I swear.
I watched too much Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, apparently.
Dun, 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 dun. Time to jump on it. Sorry. Okay. Word. So here's what I'll do. Email us
Dude, I'm noticing I got beautiful neck beard going on. It's growing all the way down. I need to edge it up. I need to trim my mustache. It keeps on hooking with my nose hairs.
Oh, that's the worst.
I know, dude. I look like a fucking cokehead because I'm keep on doing that. Yeah, guys, I'm fine, man. I don't do any drugs. No, man. Let me tell you about Jesus, man. I met Jesus last night, man.
Last night, or was that this morning?
I'll be right back. I'm going to the bathroom.
Okay, we got a ticker. Oh, nice. So we have
a
ticker at the bottom, and the comment still shows. I like that. And it's like that.
Oh, shit.
Look at that, man. Freaking technology. Okay, so anybody who
Back
wants to come on
now.
is more than welcome. Opie, what's cracking, player? Opie, I am going to take you up on those stickers, brother, because yeah, we need some Kim Light swag up in here. Okay, Space Texan.
Back now.
Yeah,
For
Kimball, if you
my
want to,
licks are
it's
fucking
all
back
you.
now.
You don't even need to show your face. You can just do audio only. No, I
Take
mean
your
it's
hood
best
off.
that
Let us see your face.
if you don't get the reference, he
That
later
was a
divorced her for being a.
oh, she loved certain people. I think
Yeah.
there was a country artist that had a song specifically called "Something Lover," and it, believe it or not, it sounds really racist. N-word lover sounds really, really racist. But if you listen to the whole song, you're like, nah, he really wasn't talking shit about the people of the in variety, or ethnic people. He was basically talking about how this bitch cheated on him, and he's pissed the fuck off.
That's terrible. I didn't even know that was a.
Hank Williams. Hold on. No, hey, somebody in the chat, let me know. Look up "in lover," but type in the rest of the "in," and country singer, and let me know. I think that was Hank Williams.
What up, Dirt McGirt? Is that
Was
how
it
we're really starting
junior
the stream?
or senior? I think it was junior. It was junior that sang it. Cleefus.
Cletus Bigsby, David Allen Coe.
Oh, was it David Allen Coe? Okay, all right. I had it wrong then. So it was David Allen Coe. My
Oh,
bad.
okay.
Oh, dude.
Dirt
Hey,
Chop, what are you
Dart.
talking about?
Oh, wait,
Sorry.
what?
Uh, he sent at least twice. Dark Rene Boxer Enriquez is up for parole consideration.
Who the hell is that?
I have no idea.
Oh, dude. I was at Wally World today with my son. A different Wally World than I normally go to because I had to take him to a doctor's appointment. And this one dude, I'm looking at him. I'm like, oh, because we're closer to the Gulf side. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, he probably works on one of these shrimp boats or one of these fishing boats because he's got that motif. He's got that Jesus look to him, long hair, beard, or he looked homeless in my area, either or. But
Like that dude with the bandana last time.
yeah, yeah. So I'm looking at him. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, I wonder what outfit he works for. I wonder what he's wrangling in. Crab, shrimp, this or that. And he turns and gets in front of us, and he's pushing his cart. And I see on the back of his arms, white pride. And I'm looking. I'm like, those are older tattoos. Yeah.
Dang,
This dude is not PC correct, my friends. I wonder
not
what his
at all.
story is. And I was curious to start up a conversation, but I really didn't feel like doing it right then and there just because I had like 15 minutes to spare to be able to get my son over to the doctors, just burning time. But I still notice these white supremacy tattoos in public, and I'm like, oh my God, dude. I would wear a long sleeve shirt, man.
Probably a good idea to skip that conversation. Old school Peckerwood.
No, dude, I've actually talked to a lot of people with swastikas on their neck, fucking, white power symbols and shit. They were in the prison system and they legitimately they don't believe in that shit anymore. And when their people fuck them over harder than the people that they were supposed to hate on, um, did, they were like, maybe what I've been being told and taught all this time is a fucking lie. And dude, I've met so many of these people, and I've tried having one or two of them come on. And I'm telling you right now, it's a very interesting story because you'll hear shit that I don't think that they can get tried for anymore because it's past a certain time frame. None of it was murder. but stupid shit. And, most of these people are working for Black-owned businesses, that I meet. And I'm like, oh, my God. And they're like, yeah, they were willing to give me a chance, even though my face said white pride. I'm like, oh,
Damn,
damn,
that's
okay.
crazy. Let's talk about forgiveness.
Yes, exactly. And that's kind of what I was trying to bring up with that whole me seeing the white pride thing, and with talking to other people that were extremists of one variety or another that ended up opening up their eyes. And it's not about other people forgiving them. They have to forgive themselves for the shit that they did, said, and their viewpoints. And mentally, hell is inside of your own mind. It really is. You can't have hell anywhere else other than your own mind, because you're going to be the biggest fucking judge of yourself, way more than anybody else.
Damn.
All right,
Real
get
quick,
on with it, bro.
Faith jumped in and said she can't stick around because it is her and her hubby's 15th wedding anniversary. So enjoy your anniversary. Thank you for popping by.
Thank you for stopping in, Miss Faith. Y'all have a good one. Enjoy.
David Cobb
I
jumped in
hope
and
butt
said,
stuff is on the table tonight.
butt stuff.
It's a joke. It's a joke, but you know.
David Cobb jumped in and said, "What's up, Bricks? Missed you. Yeah, dude, I haven't seen you in like weeks. Where you been at?" Kenny G. Oh my goodness. Is this the Kenny G? Like the
Really?
Kenny G.
Yacht Rock?
It's gotta be. It's gotta be.
Kenny G? Dude, you have literally dropped so many granny panties for me. You have no idea, bro. I
Great.
just put that on in the background, man. They hear that smooth, sensual sound from you, and they just start popping out them titties hanging down their knees. I mean, like, dude, you would not understand. You my boy.
Damn. Oh, he said, David Cobb says, "I'm sorry. I've been in the gulag." Heyo, I'm the only G here, says Peter G. That is true, based on your first initial of your last YouTube name. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. I did send out one invite to one individual that is going to come on, yet they can only come on with audio because they are currently getting paid by the hour to do something. So I'm not going to make them throw on the video with their work stuff on.
What if that wasn't really Kenny G? What if that is Kenny G.I. Joe?
Or like Kenny Glover?
Hey,
Kenny
hey,
Gulag?
he's a tier 1 operator, in my opinion. I'm just saying. I don't care if it's working the mold panties off or if it's out there murking terrorists. Tier 1 operator is what I say.
So funny thing, and hold on, let me make sure this went through. Yeah. Okay. So for you who asked for an invite, you know who you are. I sent it over to you. So, with what I do in, my professional world, at times I end up, meeting people, could be in their home at times. And when I do meet
Do you
people,
wear a face mask? And are you
oh,
carrying a firearm?
yes to
I
both.
mean, a lot of people in their homes at night.
Yeah, I mean, technically, usually, actually, both. And then people used to ask me if, oh, you don't have to wear that. We all have I'm telling you, 90+% of people are like, you don't have to wear that. We all have the jab, we all have the poke.
I
And
think I think you're just trying to change the subject that you're a home invader.
yeah, mask
It's
and
okay.
gun.
You don't have to wear that mask. We got the Ring doorbell, and we also have the jab.
Yeah,
You're
right.
good.
Yeah, we trust you. I mean, they can't see the firearm, right? Like it's always very
Right.
hidden.
I normally carry
Um,
just a Snickers bar in my jacket pocket just in case.
yeah. Peace out, Swamp Dog. Um, So yeah, what's up, Chris? You mean your
$50
OnlyFans
haircut
guy?
and a discount.
So yeah, so basically, I met this dude, and when I saw him, he was like, in his like probably late 40s, early 50s. But Dave is an NFA agent. Yeah, all I do is focus on NFA. With the stamp collection I have, that's probably pretty accurate.
Wait, did he say David's son or David Steen?
Just Dave. His name was Dave. Keep it Desperado style in a guitar case. And this is where we lose light. This is where we lose light. We got your audio, but no video light. Yeah, Dark and I mask up and hit houses to preach the good word. Oh my God.
All right, am I back?
Your audio's back.
Am I back?
Your audio is back. Can you hear me?
I'm back in black.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Headlights. Fucking dumbass.
Hello, light. Can you hear me?
I
Light,
have no
can
audio.
you hear me?
Hello?
Yep.
Why is it I have no audio with my headphones?
You just got to switch back to
Oh,
them now.
there we go. There we go.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, dude. Put your chair in way quicker than this.
So basically, I meet this dude, and he's in his like late 40s, early 50s, and the dude is in like, like not only tip top shape, the dude is like ripped, and he's from the UK. So he's got that accent. He also lived in Australia for some time, so makes it even more confusing. And I'm talking to him, and end up going through like, oh, what do you do? And I see like some some military stuff, and I see some pictures of him like clearly overseas with weapons, and I ask like, so what do you do? And he's like, well, I'm a contractor for the government. I was like, oh, okay, cool. Like, what kind of stuff do you do? He's like, oh, all kinds of stuff. It's like, okay, like you're really dodging the question. You're really going to the store again on stream. So I ask him. He sounds sexy as fuck. So I asked him like, what kind of stuff do you do? And he's like, yeah, just all kinds of stuff. I'm like, okay. And I was like, so are you like a super high speed operator? And I kind of laugh, and he's like, well, I'm not. I'm not that fast. And everything I ask him, he's like kind of like edging like yeah, like I'm a merc. I'm a mercenary. I'm just not gonna actually say it.
The more they're nonchalant, the more you got to worry about how well they can kill you.
Yeah, dude, like I could tell like the more humble they are, and yeah, you could definitely tell that he's got some tally marks somewhere in his world, whether they're on the side of his Remington 700 or tattooed on the inside of his bicep. He's definitely got some tally marks.
He takes a small little razor blade from his razor for shaving and just nicks his penis up and down the shaft. Every little mark, ribbed for her pleasure, but also a tally mark.
Dude, literally, Joseph Duffy said tallywhacker marks.
Oh God, that's beautiful. I think that's how mercenaries need to show off. Like how many people did you murk? And then you just drop trout, put it on the desk.
Yeah, some people are like turning their flaccid. Okay, sorry, I'll stop there.
I'm a grower, not a shower.
Yeah. All right, what's the deal? Did you get the invite, bro? We may
Do
have
I know
to
who this
skip
is?
to the next person. You might.
Okay.
There's a couple other people here too. Hang on. We got to get our peeps up in here. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. My favorite cashier is working tonight.
Nice.
Oh yeah, she got to catch the messed up joke that I made.
Which one?
My brother was here. He was trying to get some beer, and he's putting it up there. And I'm like, by any chance, can he get a discount for his white privilege? And she just started laughing her ass off.
Yeah, I've never gotten a discount for that.
No, me
It's
neither.
just out
Hey,
there
mama.
making dick jokes at Kroger.
I'm on
Yeah.
YouTube. I'm live streaming right now. Can I get a Tuesdays, Thursdays, man? You got to keep the schedule. 305 Menthol
And
100.
Saturdays.
Oh, and Saturdays too.
Yeah.
Yeah, my bad.
Oh, Dirt
I
McGirt
always
says White
lose.
Claw, no discount.
White Claw, no discount.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So
I was telling them that you're my favorite cashier. Do you want to
the
say hi?
winner.
Oh, say hi.
Hi. Hello, favorite cashier. All right. The winner. Whoever can say the craziest thing about the cashier in the next 30 seconds or
Oh,
less.
come on.
Ready? Go.
Don't be jerks.
No one's being a jerk. I'm saying say the craziest thing.
What's the craziest thing you can say right now?
I don't know.
You have a go, mama.
Mama.
I call everybody mama, sweetheart.
Joseph Duffy. I think you added a D in that, buddy.
Oh my God. Just imagine if you're at like a rave or something and you're walking around and there's no cops around and you're just screaming out, white powder, white powder.
Yeah,
Like trying to make your cocaine sales.
I know, right? And you got one fist in the air. You got
Oh my
oh
God.
man.
That'd be so freaking hilarious.
Hey, I mean, you'd probably have to do it in the hood though, right? Because
Oh God. I'm gonna sell cocaine in the hood. Somebody hooked me up with some cocaine. I'm gonna start selling in the hood. And
yeah, but
I'm
let's
just gonna
not say
walk
that.
around
Don't say that.
with a dunce hat
Oh my
on,
God.
a white dunce hat, so everybody knows what I'm trying to sell.
Oh man. Screaming white powder.
White powder.
with your right hand. Oh, that's terrible.
Oh my God, that'd be horrible.
Oh man. Ask if you can clap those cheeks. Okay, yeah, that's a good one. She's gonna be brutally okay. All right. Over a ham sandwich one day. Oh my
No,
God.
that was old girl from the Mamas and the Papas. She died.
Oh,
No, she actually did not die choking on a ham sandwich. That was disgusting that people made that reference. She actually died from, I think it was a heart attack or a drug overdose. But yeah, she was eating a ham sandwich when she died. So
dude, what's up with all the colors of the peoples? Like, dang, this is probably the spiciest shit we've done because everything sounds
wait,
freaking
they're telling me
racist.
careful, Florida man.
I
Do
don't.
you not know who I am? I am motherfucking Florida man.
Yeah, like
Oh, ask
he
her if
doesn't
it's true.
even need to
Blacker
look
the
at the
berry, the
road.
sweeter the juice. Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Oh
the
no, dude, I
boog
don't
will
even
be
look at the road.
Jesus
I got one of
bacon.
those self-driving Honda Odysseys. It
Yeah,
lets me know when I need to stop. Normally a tree,
a
mailbox,
person.
car.
Yeah.
No, you just keep going if it's a person,
Well,
obviously.
it depends if they stick and their feet drag, or
Oh
if they
yeah,
become lodged in the axle,
because
especially arm bones.
sometimes you actually have to hit the curb to dislodge them, or just put it in reverse and back off of them and then drive around them. I mean, standard shit in Florida.
Oh my God, Chris nailed it. Could the cashier sit in a normal
What?
size rowboat without it capsizing?
Oh, dude, that's harsh, but I don't think so. I
You
really
don't
don't
think
think
so?
so.
And DB says, find
No,
them young, treat them bad, tell them nothing, and take them nowhere. I like it. This is good.
yeah, Dude, awesome relationship advice right here, man. I'm also, if I do get married in the future after what I have finally goes through, I'm going to be looking at the Philippines. Just saying. I mean,
Any particular reason, or?
Japan, I would love Japan, but they're way too shy and way too domesticated, like family values, sabuku, shit like that. I'm good. Now with the Filipinos, they are, you know what? Maybe we can get my sister and my cousins over here too. They're not going to ruin a good thing. And they're going to be the best possible person they can be. And as long as you're not a complete shitbag and you're beating on them and, just being an asshole. But
Or
if you try
beating
to,
off on them?
no, they don't mind that. But as long as you're not being a complete asshole, yeah, they actually work and they last. And
Light is
they
not
listen
drunk
to you.
driving because he
No,
went
I
to
just
go purchase alcohol
yeah.
and he did not um, indulge in alcohol prior to that.
No, I was sucking down. What Arizona was that? It was Strawberry, Arizona. I forget.
Oh, that's high in sugar.
Yeah,
Oh,
I didn't really care for the strawberry. I just wanted to try it for the first time. I have
oh
my
my
own.
goodness. Sorry, go
What?
ahead. Go ahead. I'll tell you. Sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I have my own Arizonas that I stick with, and I never leave them because I found they were the best tasting ones. So they really were out of everything, but they had the strawberry one. So I was like, let's give it a shot. Nah, it sucks, but I drank it because I paid for it.
I feel you. Dark meat Asians taste so much better. Now, I only read that out loud because I know you have a dark meat Asian uh, spouse. So it's okay. B3. Filipinos came with massive baggage. Just be warned. Okay, David Cobb, it sounds like you got some experience in that.
That's why you leave the Philippines and you come back to your state and you let them know that domestic abuse is completely legal over here. And if you don't make me a ham Sammy by the time I get home and have a beer open, I can do that and you can't do nothing about it. Joe Biden said so.
Man, we should probably say that we're joking when we say stuff like that.
I'm joking.
There you go.
See, wait, what do you mean? Light should join the cast? I don't know what
But,
that means.
so he said, have y'all seen 90 Day Fiance? Light should join the cast.
No, because 90 Day Fiance, I would just be on there to bang the chicks on there, and that would basically be about it. Because if you're on there to try to find love, yeah, you're probably a whore. No offense to the women on there, but I haven't seen any good, solid Mormons, Christians, Catholics, Jews, or Islamic women that are devout on there. I see a whole bunch of fucking thoughts. Just my take. And
Whole
I have
bunch of
never watched
thoughts.
that show. Never watched the show. I try to really stay away from all that kind of Joseph Duffy kind of comments.
What's the rule of thumb, Peter? I have a feeling this is gonna be spicy.
Wait, what's the rule of thumb? Where? Who?
He asked. He said, make sure you follow the rule of thumb.
Oh, yeah. You don't beat them with a switch no bigger than the thickness of your thumb. In Virginia, on the steps of the courthouse on Sunday between, what was it, 10 and 11 o'clock, somewhere in there, you can still beat your wife on the steps open-handed or with nothing bigger than your thumb.
Oh,
I used to
that's
try to take my
valid.
wife to go on picnics on Sundays to the courthouse steps.
I just try
Never
this
happened.
thing where I just don't beat my wife. It's been working out so far, but I guess
Dude, I
only
have
time will tell.
never, I literally have never done it. I've only been beaten by my wife. So it was one of those where I'm like, I would like to know how it feels being on top this time, right?
That's yeah, that's fair. Sorry,
It's a
I'm using a
sexual
different headset. Sorry.
it's a sexual thing, right?
I mean, some people are into that. I
No,
thought the
stop.
rule of
Don't
thumb
draw blood.
I thought the rule of thumb involved an anus. Man, y'all are super spicy tonight.
Oh, yeah. When somebody is in what I would consider alligator position, on all fours, you lick that thumb and you just bring it down there. You give that little massage. Buck,
Okay. Tickle buttholes with wet thumbs.
okay, Shred Wizard, you've been
He
watching
knew.
way too much Boondock Saints. That was the beginning of Boondock Saints. We all know this.
Yeah, that's I'm impressed. I'm impressed. I'm not
No, but
even mad.
it is true. And in a lot of states, it's still on the law books, believe it or not.
Yeah, I don't know if it is in Virginia still.
No, it's still in Virginia for the courthouse steps. It's just nobody's had the balls to actually try it. They just do it in the privacy of their own home.
Oh my God. Okay, so we got a few invites out, and we'll just see what sticks. So, Shred, any of y'all are welcome to come on. Everyone except Kimball and Gertrude. No, I'm just kidding. Anybody's welcome to come on. Love is Blind might be Light's perfect opportunity.
I know beauty is a light switch away, also. I don't know how that, interjects in the conversation, but no, I know love is blind.
I think that he may have been referring to something specific. Is that like a song? Because it's in quotes. Is that like a song, or is
No,
that your favorite
that's a
flick?
saying. That's a saying. Love is blind. That's why it's in quotes, I would assume.
Ah, interesting. Um, Martin Kaminsky says, "What if you got thumbs like Megan Fox?" Dude, have you seen her thumbs? They're
No.
like this long,
Wait, hold
like
on. Let me get
ET
out of the
thumb,
chat. What?
ET thumb, like literally this long. But
So
she's
she's
so smoking hot.
so she guaranteed can hitchhike because her thumb was sticking out to like here. You can see her from like a quarter mile away.
Yeah, basically, at least. Hang on a sec.
Oh
Give
my
me one
god!
second. I'm trying to get someone in here.
Okay. Um, every No, I'm not single. I'm married. I'm filing for divorce, dude. Like, no, I will be single, and I don't care how long I will be single after that. Um, One of my favorite freaking phrases is, why are you fucking up my shit? I don't come to your job and slap the dicks out of your mouth. Does anybody else have a like favorite fucked up phrase? And if you do, throw it up here in the chat. I'm curious.
Yeah, I don't have one that creative. That's a good one. Okay, we lost. Okay, so little surprise. We were gonna have Handsome Joe come on, but Handsome Joe is at work, and he is.
Detective John Kimball, if you want to know why, come on the stream and you can ask me. And you know me, I'm forthright and I'm open and I'm honest, and I'll lay it down why after 17 years I'm looking to move on.
Damn, that would be a deep conversation.
I like B3 Outdoors. I declare it.
I declare divorce.
Make it so.
Okay. All right, we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. All right, so let's see if you guys. We got our first taker.
Gerchop. I'm calling
Great
in now.
job.
Pick up.
I'm calling in now. Pick up. Do you need the phone number? Okay, it's
Hey,
9.
just make
One.
sure he's not trying to sell you solar panels or like the extended warranty. Just saying.
Yeah, the extended
How y'all
warranty on
doing?
your vehicle is expired. What's up, brother? That's Swamp Dog.
You just declare it with a shotgun blast, bro. It's easy. Fighting off the first responders is the hard part. Oh my god.
Brutal. Dark reality show. They talk through a frosted door to fall in love. Okay. Oh yeah, interesting. Okay, so Swamp Dog is back with us. You were just with us on our last stream, so welcome back, my friend.
Thanks.
There were
Wait,
some
Swamp
topics
Dog,
that we. No. Gerchop and Swamp Dog. I'm just kidding. No, completely different people. He is. Yeah, they're not the same. They're the same people.
Yeah, I'm definitely not a Gertrude.
Dude, are you eating freaking Hostess snack cakes? All I hear is wrappers opening.
No, I had to look through a bunch of shit. My freaking wife texted me like, "Do you know where?" Da 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 da. So now I'm like looking through shit. Like, no, I don't know where. Like, what? Sorry.
Jake's
Oh my
out
god!
for Harambe.
Jake's out for Harambe. So there were some things we didn't get to hit when we were on our stream together, Swampy. Any of those details you're more than welcome to go into now. Just keep in mind that you only have 60 seconds. No, I'm just kidding. We have a few other people coming in as well, but we got some time.
Yeah, I'm cool with whatever.
Word. Do you want to talk about, without talking about it, the super duper exclusive thing that you may be able to join in that isn't publicly known yet that you should have told me about?
I'm not exactly sure
Fight
if I'm
Club?
on the page with that one.
I'll have to
It's
shoot
Fight
you a message
Club.
real quick.
Yeah, I was going to say you'll have to message me on that one. That one was just a little too vague for me to catch. It's getting late.
No, you're good. Hang on. You'll see. You'll see.
As soon as you send the message, I'm going to be, oh yeah, that thing.
Oh yeah.
Dude, if you have other questionable activities going on right now, like I automatically know what I would be posting in the chat if I was a troll. And, you know, not all of them would be bad.
Oh.
That ain't right, bro.
I'm sorry, man. Don't blow your balls
But yeah,
off.
that
Wait,
thing
hold
I
on.
can't quite I can't quite mention that yet. But by the time we have another stream, I probably ought be able to do it then.
Dang it. All right. Or what if we all say type a Y in chat if you want him to tell you what he's not allowed to tell you?
Hey,
Well, I can't
know.
see the chat, so that don't really help.
Oh, okay. I thought it would, but no, it's all good. We on it. He got rubber boots to avoid stump jumping. You tuck the legs in them. What?
Dude,
Great
this is what my British friends tell me about the Welsh, and that's the northern British people. They're like, yeah, you just stuff them right into your muck boots and you push them right up to the edge of the cliff. They goats push right back.
Okay, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I got 9 Ys, and most of them are Space Texan. No, it's all good. You don't have to talk.
That figures. Space Texans always got to jump in on something.
Yeah, no. We can
I
talk
like
about
Space
something
Texan.
else. Oh yeah, he's awesome. And
He's a pretty good dude. He's always got something funny to say. He's got a quick wit.
something super spicy, super funny, and
Peter
we also
G, Detective Kimball, all sending Y's out there too.
yeah, and Dirt McGirt, Edge of the South, Man Against the
Stay tuned for
Masses,
episode
Lacey.
3.
Yeah, I know, right? Hey, it's an interesting thing. Guys, I'm sorry. I'll let you guys talk about the sausage, eggs, and gravy, or sausage biscuits and gravy. I gotta do something real quick. Hang tight.
Yeah, I still want my sausage. I haven't gotten any kind of information on how much it's going to cost me, if it's available, or anything else. So, just saying.
Yeah, I got your text. I'm working on getting back to you.
No, that's no problem. I understand, dude. Like you said, it's a inventory thing, and you don't always have the inventory. I completely get you. I'm not busting your balls, but don't think I was, I was joking with you. I'm legit. Like, I'm not asking for a fucking ton of shit. I want to have,
Yeah,
enough to be
I
able
hear
to
you.
sample, feed my family. And if I'm like, yo, this is the shit, guess what? Daddy's going to be ordering a fucking cooler.
There you go.
So late? Yeah, late wants that big fat sausage package. Yeah, as long as it's covered in some type of protective barrier. No, other than
Yeah, you
that,
don't want it. You don't want it raw. Don't eat it raw.
oh my God, when you're telling me about the guy eating that shit raw, I'm like, dude, that just reminded me of everybody that I know that has an uncle that eats raw fucking hot dogs. And I know they're
Yup.
cooked, but they're still disgusting. And,
Yup.
by any chance, have you ever eaten meat cooked chemically? As in, like you dice up chicken, like very, very fine dice it up very fine, and then squeeze lemon or lime juice on there, add seasoning, and then eat it after, let's say, 10 minutes, because the acidity will actually cook the meat.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, but no, I'll let other people do that.
When I was in the Navy, I had a Filipino, what is it, master or senior chief, Filipino senior chief, do that and showed me some Filipino cooking, and I'm like, oh man, you're not gonna eat that. Then immediately just grabs a handful, just starts chowing down. I'm like, you're fucking crazy. He's like, fucking try it, and I ended up trying it. I'm like, damn, this is actually pretty good. And I ended up making it
Yeah,
and then doing my own flavors and giving it to him. And he's like, damn, you got Filipino in you, don't you? And I'm like, no, but I want to be in a Filipino.
there you go. But yeah, no, anything like that and sushi, anything that's not physically cooked, I'm good. I like my stuff smoked or grilled.
Okay, hey, dude, I have no hard feelings, no ill will for any of that kind of stuff. I'm just one of those people. My family, or my grandma, was born in Morocco, Casablanca, a French province. Moved to France, Lyon, France, on her uncle's vineyard, where they had cattle, goats, and stuff like that. And literally, they would eat every damn part of the animal. They'd be breaking bones just to be able to get the
Yup.
marrow out, to be able to, make stews and stuff like that. I mean, it was truly amazing, and that's how I ended up being so free-willed with my appetite selection. I've eaten Rocky Mountain oysters. I've eaten balut. Balut is 1,000-year-old eggs, which is basically, you know, boiled or petrified eggs, kind of, sort of, where they're rotten, but they're cooked and there's no bacteria. I mean, I've eaten a ton of different things out there. Tongue, tripe, the cow neck. I've eaten chitlins. I've eaten everything on a damn animal that most people would be afraid of. And as long as you cook it well, it's good. But the scary part is eating shit raw. And that chemical
Yeah,
cooking, dude, I'm telling
that's
you
where
right now.
I got to cross the line on that. That's one of the things I just can't get it out of my head. No, someone else can have that. That's like more for
Dude,
you.
Dude, I literally give it a shot one freaking time. Just take some, some straight up good chicken. Just dice off a little bit of it, raw chicken, squeeze lime juice on there, salt, pepper, garlic, let it sit in there in the juices and let it chemically cook for like 20, 30 minutes, something like that. And then just take one little nibble. I'm telling you right now, the only difference between that and then cooking it with all that seasoning and the lime juice is that you just don't taste the fire, the smoke, or any of the charring on there. It's just very, very tender. And you're like, what the hell?
What?
And you can do that with every piece of meat out there. The only meat off of a four-legged animal that I would eat raw would be beef, and that has to be like straight off the cow. There's no grinding, no cutting. I just want the full chunk, and I'll eat shit raw from there.
Okay, so a couple things. We got people talking about how delicious sweetbreads are. Pickled intestines, deep fried bee hole, and cat shit coffee.
Oh no, I forget the Cameron, the Cataline, something like that. The cat that shits out the coffee beans and then they make coffee out of it and it's like $1,000 a cup. Yeah, fuck that shit. I'm good. If it passes through your digestive tract, I'm not eating Second Harvest, motherfucker.
Beef heart is really good. Just
I
have
don't
to
even
trim the
drink
different
regular
shells out.
coffee, so I'm good on that.
No, for real? You don't drink coffee at all?
Yeah, it's one of them things that at
He
all.
drinks
It's one of
tea.
them
He's
things I'm not
British.
quite allergic to it, but like I can't even go into like a Starbucks or a place where they got a bunch of coffee roasting and stuff, or I'll start gagging.
Oh, dude. Hey, literally, believe it or not, tea actually has more caffeine than coffee. So if you drink tea,
Yep.
you get more caffeine intake than coffee.
Yeah,
Most teas,
most of it
believe it or
does
not.
anyway. Yeah, most of it does.
Ceviche,
It
yeah, that
depends.
is awesome.
There's a lot of misconceptions about coffee. And number one, we talked about last time in your I hate to say preps, but I mean that's what everyone knows it to be. In the shit that you stock up, we talked about stockpiling spices, so you can make sure that you have like spices in your go bag, your get home bag, your whatever. Another thing to consider to have in there is coffee, instant coffee. I don't care if they're the Starbucks Vias, if it's a big thing of Folgers where you literally take spoons in there, but there may be a time if you are literally, living in a world just completely like without rule of law, that a warm or hot cup of coffee in the morning will be the biggest treat you could even consider. Oh,
Oh,
and when you get tired, you can, sorry, real quick, you can open up your gums and you can put coffee in the lining of your gums, like chew, and that should wake you the hell up like that.
oh yeah, it definitely will. Um,
Yep,
now
I've heard
one of the
people saying that too.
Yeah.
hell yeah, one of the things that I think, and I want to ask you, Swampy, because you can take every piece of meat and turn it into a freaking jerky at the end of the day. And jerky lasts longer than cooked or, preserved meat, frozen meat, from what I understand, as long as you don't have a bacteria content or, enough moisture has been cooked out. What would you recommend the best preserving techniques for jerked meat.
Hurts
Jerked meat,
me.
I get it. Yeah. And also in a primitive situation, what's the best way to, turn meat into jerky to make it last long term? From what I understand, it was literally cut thin strips off and then laid on a rock in the sun and let it dry out, in the sunlight, basically bake on a rock. That was the most basic bitch, making jerky that you could possibly do. Do you have any caveats? We want to know how to make it, worst case scenario, and we want to know how to be able to preserve it for a longer period of time. Yes, salt is a big one, but there's an issue with salt. It's storing it, packing it, and then everything else that you put into there. So, yes. Go ahead, Swampy. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's all good. No, but what you're saying, that is pretty much the main thing. There's the other way that you can dry it out is like someone else mentioned. You can make you a little rack above a campfire to where it's above the fire, but you're getting the smoke on it. But either way it goes, whatever way you dry it, you want it to be cut as thin as you can so that it has a quicker time to dry. And that's all you're doing is dehydrating it. It don't matter which method you're using. But now, like when you're not like out in the woods or whatever, like regular times like now for when we make it and stuff, I can tell you from personal experience, I've opened a pack of jerky that we've had in the fridge freezer for 2 years, but that was vacuum sealed after we dehydrated it, and it's still just as good as if I made it yesterday.
Hell yeah.
Damn.
Now, without vacuum or without being in a freezer, we're talking about worst case scenario. You don't have electricity, and if you're up north, you might have a vegetable cellar or
Root
whatever.
cellar.
It's basic a root. Thank you, a root cellar. Where it's cooler than outside. But if this was just for storing, how would you store jerky? Long term.
It'd be the same thing. If you had something like that where you as long as it was vacuum sealed, which you can get like a Food Saver cheap vacuum sealer.
No, we're not talking about
there's
vacuum
a bunch of
sealers.
ways. But
no, we're not
that's
talking
what I'm
about
saying.
Vacuum sealers. We're talking about like you don't have.
Well, if you ain't got a
any of
vacuum
this.
sealer, then you're gonna want to seal it in a canning jar.
Okay.
But that's what I was getting at. As long as it is,
yeah.
once it's dehydrated, that's your main thing already. As long as you have an airtight way of storing it someplace cool and dry, that's going to last you for at least a year.
So you could just put this into mason jars. Once you dehydrate it, you tighten them down, you should be good.
Yep, that's because, like I said, once you're dehydrated, that's your main preservative method right there.
Dehydration.
Now, what about
dehydrating? And when you're actually making it yourself, you do use some of the salts, and that helps draw the moisture out more. But like I said, that's your preservative right there, is doing the dehydrating. As long as you store it in a way where it's like you ain't gonna leave it out on the counter or something like that, or somewhere where it's like getting warm or a bunch of sun that's gonna break it down, anything like that, then like I said, it'll be good for a long time. I mean, that's what people did to last all winter. I mean, when there was no refrigeration. That's what everything was smoked or salted.
And you know about capsaicin preventing bacteria and fungi growth, just like garlic.
Yep. That's one of the reasons that's one of the reasons why jerky is what it is the name from that comes from the pepper jerk from Jamaica.
Nice. Yeah, somebody made a shitty comment earlier, like saying, "Oh, Light's talking about jerk chicken from Jamaica." No. When I say jerky, jerk this or that, it's pretty much the same thing. It's to preserve a meat in a longer time frame.
And all is going like what you was saying is taking the capsaicin from any kind of chili of wherever it's from, whether it's an Indian chili, a South American chili, whatever. It's still a form of a pepper.
Yep. Yeah. Now he was making it funny. He was like, "Who jerked off and did something to a Jamaican?"
I don't got nothing to do with that.
Yeah, no.
I didn't read it that well.
But yeah, we got a lot of
people. That sounds like that's your department,
peppers. Dave. yeah, right. Especially with how many times I've posed in the exact same position as Chipman in that picture, which I'm not going to do anymore because I'm going to end up with a meme of me doing that. Just like last night. I'm not even going to say it.
Oh,
I'm not even going to say it. Never
God,
mind.
that was the best comment ever. No, not last night, but the whole.
Oh,
It
no.
looks like they digitally edited out the man that was about to finish on his face.
Dude, I'll shout out to Armitage right now. We were talking
Oh.
about that picture of Chipman where he has his hand right there and his mouth like wide open. Like he's in mid sentence, but it looks terrible. Okay, let's just be honest here.
It
And
looks like someone already faked the picture the way that they like
I
freeze
know,
framed that exact moment.
dude, somebody looked hard, or well, maybe there's a lot of those pictures. I don't know. Someone looked hard. That's a good one. No, but Armitage commented and said it looks like somebody digitally removed the guy that he was sucking off out of every single picture that he's in.
Oh my God, dude, that comment. We
We were
made a
crying.
dude. We made a recording of just that one segment. Like I still every time I watch that or I listen to it, I can't stop freaking laughing. And I didn't think I was gonna laugh that hard, but that was a beautiful, well placed shot across the fucking bow. And it wasn't even across the bow. It hit it dead in the middle of the fucking ship. That bitch sank. I'm like, oh my God, I lost my shit.
They sank the battleship.
Yep, yep.
Hey, I know Dark doesn't want to do this, brother, but we're going to move on because we're on Roulette. Thank you for the info. We're definitely going to want to have you back on here again. Anything else you want to say before we pick up the next prick?
No, it's all good. Thanks for having me on again, y'all.
Appreciate it,
Dude,
man.
we
Why
appreciate you,
doesn't
man.
Dark want to do it? I'm just kidding. All right, brother. Thank you.
Later.
All right, peace.
Later.
God, he could not get off quick enough. He's so annoying. I'm
Oh
just kidding.
my God. Like, all
I'm
he
just
kept on
playing.
doing was talking about meat. Like, what the hell, dude?
Gosh,
No,
man.
I
Meat.
appreciate I appreciate all the info that you put out there. You reconfirmed a lot of the things that I've already been doing, but it's one of those where when you have somebody in a field, they can give you direct information that they know. There's certain things that you can eat raw, but other things where you definitely don't want to F around with that. So he's definitely on point with the storage and preservation of meat, jerkies, jerk meat, stuff like that. And I was just happy to confirm that the knowledge that I have is still accurate. And definitely want to have him back on again. I want to get into some hunting talk with him because I'm pretty sure he's done some pretty decent hunting. So other than that, Dark, who do we got next?
No one's in the queue right now, but I got 3 more people that plan on joining. But no one's like sitting waiting right now.
Oh shit, dude! I literally thought we had people waiting. My bad.
No.
I'm sorry, Swampy. I'm sorry, Swampy.
But you know what we can talk about though? Oh, hold
Blue Chew, all natural male enhancement.
on. Sorry, just reading through the comments. Hell yeah, Opie. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. You're the man. No, so I keep getting email. I know he does hate to be called Swampy. That's kind of why we all call him Swampy. ET probed you. Okay, I won't ask about that one.
Anything that I talk about when it comes down to swamp is always Swamp Donkey, and I don't want to call him Swamp Donkey. And the only reason why is that's the term that is the mythical beast in the woods and around the swamps of Florida that I tell my children about. And it's a donkey with vampire fangs and bat wings and hawks of a claw. And you can't go in the woods by yourself or around the water by yourself because a swamp donkey could come and get you. Now,
Swoop
the
up
other thing,
with her little wings.
oh yeah, the other one is the moose. We have moose here in Florida. My kids
Of
know about
course.
the moose. And the moose here in Florida, they eat children
Mm-hmm.
and they can destroy cars. They've even been known to take down airplanes. And the one thing that I would do in the backyard would yell out, moose! And that was the call that the moose makes. And my kids would immediately run back. Dad, I just heard a moose. I just heard a moose. And we're looking in the woods and stuff like that. It's
Oh my
amazing.
god. You
But
gotta hit them with stories like that though. I do the
oh
same shit
yeah,
to my
it's
you know
magical for them. It's like a unicorn, shit like that. And it
meth
also makes
muses.
and it also makes sure that they don't play by the water where there could be alligators if Daddy turns his back. My kids swim in alligator-laden water. I know what to look for. I'm out there. We do stuff. We make sure that everything's clear. But when you're in Florida, you actually have to understand and know your surroundings, your environment. That's why if you see Floridians, like real Floridians, when we're walking the beach, unwalked area, we shuffle our feet. It's called the stingray shuffle. It's
Mm,
to let the stingrays move before you step on them, and then they stab you with a fucking barb. So
yeah,
there's a whole
nobody
bunch of
wants
different
that.
precautions we have. We got water moccasins, we got saltwater crocodiles, we got alligators, we got fucking everything that you can think of, and everything around the water can be dangerous. But
Oh yeah.
true Floridians understand these things, so there's different idiosyncrasies that we build up. But this is one of the things that I do with my kids to be able to have a inside joke.
The Steve Irwin shuffle. There's two
No,
things I want to
no,
hit real
no. He
quick.
never shuffled. That was his problem. On
That yeah,
that
that
boat,
was the problem.
he should have been shuffling his feet on that boat.
Yeah. So just real quick, Scott D. Pugnificent says, I know of storing grain, meat, and spices, but is there a good way of storing vitamin C and D other than the vitamin scans? That's an excellent
What
question.
part of the country are you in?
And
If
he's-
you're in a northern part of the States or in Canada, you have to find different varieties of plants. Cranberry hibiscus, which was the channel's flower, it still is our flower, but that is very high in vitamin C. Um, Vitamin D, you just need sunshine. If you live in like the Arctic North, you need, what is it, cod liver oil. It has vitamin D in it. Other than that, literally, just for vitamin D, go out in the sun. Vitamin C, lime, lemon, if you're within an area that can grow it, or grow cranberry hibiscus. Very high in vitamin C. Plenty of wild plants out there that you can grow, or just being weeds that are high in vitamin C. So I wouldn't say you would have to store it unless you have a medical condition. Other than that, dude, there's plenty of it out there. Just look up, foraging books for your area, or just foraging information around your area.
Goy
Irwin
said
Zigzag.
Irwin zigged when he should have zagged. Oh, that's great.
Wait, who's Irwin?
Steve Irwin.
Steve Irwin. Yeah, I
Yeah.
got it late.
Goy, thank you for the super chat, brother. Um, there's two things I want to hit on, though. First, just regarding that, there's got to be some type of way. Like, I don't know if you've seen and we have a guest coming on in a moment. So hold on, let me table that for 1 second. So the guest that is coming on is perfect, because I was just going to say I've gotten a bunch of emails about building shit, building freedom. Okay. And I know we've got a little segment that we do called Building Freedom, where we've built out an 80%er. We've had Armitage on to talk about building, slam fire shotguns and stuff like that. And we've done maybe one other Building Freedom, but I guess you could consider my little chemistry fun Building Freedom. But the next guest that we're going to have on is actually a perfect match for that. So timing worked out great, because people tend to contact me asking about parts, where to get parts, what's the the best shit to get for what particular thing, and mostly Glocks and ARs. Had one conversation about building an 80% 1911, which is dope. Careful now. And but anyway, so moving back to the vitamin C thing. I don't know if you guys have ever seen in some stores, they have oranges that literally are like the peels with like a little bit of the orange itself has been completely dried out, and they dry them out in sugar. So you're eating the skin of the orange, but it's been dried and it's been sweetened. So I bought a couple packs of them just to try them, and dude, they were good. I mean, they were like candied orange peels with some of the orange meat still in them. And there's got to be a way that you could do something like that.
Just to let you know, I drank and I inhaled when I was drinking, and I was coughing because of that.
Yep.
Yes. Other than that, I have a strong headwind because I have a fan in front of me, because it is Florida and I need direct airflow, not to be humid. Other than that,
No Show UA says, excuse me, I'm trying to build two 1911s, 10 millimeter and 45. Recommendations: aluminum lowers from Spear Arms. I think the biggest thing is getting the rails on the lowers right. I mean, that's a very intricate process, and every single quarter of a turn makes a difference, and you're essentially going to end up with a 1911 that is literally hand fitted, like Les Baer and Ed Brown's and some of those really high end companies.
oh my God, they're really expensive. And yes, I know I keep on seeing reviews and people talking about it. And Dark, I don't know if you've ever shot one of those, but I have shot a few completely customized Kimber Custom 2s. Trigger, slide, assembly, everything, lightened up, finger groove, everything that you can do to them. Slight of making them a race gun. And when I shot what is it, Ed Brown?
Ed Brown.
Yeah, Ed Brown, like the $2,500 1911. The Kimber Custom 2 actually was way nicer when it's customized. Well, they didn't spend $2,500. Probably spent $1,000 total. Getting the work done, this and that. So it depends on what you want to go for, but there's only so many tips and tricks that you can do to a 1911 to make it slick as shit and run smoother and be more reliable. And after you get to that point, there's really nothing further that you can go from there other than making a new frame, new slide design, but within the same kind of shape. So it's one of those where you can go high end, you can go shitty, and he wants to do those in 1911 configuration. I don't know of any of the build kits for 1911s. Do you?
Yeah, so there's a bunch. There's the 80% receivers. You can get them all over the place. Spear Arms I haven't heard of, but you're basically just looking at a decision of, do I get a hunk of aluminum or do I get a hunk of steel? And it's up to you whether you choose aluminum or steel for your lower receiver of your 1911. But what you want to make sure is a lot of people, what they do is they get the lower and then they do the work on it. 1911s are a lot of work, because essentially what you're doing is they're giving you a lower with no rails in them, and then the jig, you clamp over it, you screw it down, and then it's got two little blades, and then you're doing like small turns and then running it back and forth like a credit card machine, and then doing another like eighth of a turn to dig it in a little bit further, and then you're running back and forth, and then you do another quarter turn, do it again, and then again, literally over and over, like 1,000 times or more to cut the rails into the aluminum or steel. But what people do is they put all that work into it, and then they try to find the cheapest completion kit that they can get. So they get, a kit off of eBay, which actually eBay does have a lot of great upper completion kits for not only 1911s, for Glocks and shit like that. But if you get, put all that work into the lower, and then you go on eBay, and for like, $359, you get a slide barrel upper, and completion kit with a lower parts kit, and you get something with, it's like mil spec or GI level. You're not going to be happy. Like, you got to get something with a lowered and flared ejection port. You got to get something with just like a higher quality, that's more recent.
Dark, I'm sorry to interrupt, but this comment started it off. Mr. Joseph Duffy, never shoot the chest. I mean, everybody's buying body armor. Y'all think about it. Believe it or not, I think like Clint Smith, and I notice other people too, like Sport Bread. I'm shooting dicks only and without rule of law. Joseph Duffy, pelvic girdle shots are where it's at. Dude, I'll put it like this. If I see a military style plate carrier where I know there's a metal plate in there, yeah, I'm going to be shooting lower. I'm going to try to hit you in the belly, crotch, maybe the face. But, the lower you shoot, probably the better off you are catching something vital. But at the same time, if they're wearing regular soft armor, fuck it. Dump 3 rounds in the dude's chest, and he's not going to be able to breathe. He's going to fall down.
Then you get up close on them.
Yeah, you still got it, But
in a self-defense situation, of course.
Self-defense, yes. And in Call of Duty. Call of Duty is great. So make sure you shoot them in the dick every time in Call of Duty. If they have a plate carrier, if they have no armor or soft armor, yeah, hit them right there in the armor, because it just stops it from penetrating. It breaks shit when it fucking hits. Hit 3 across the chest. You got 2 broken ribs and a broken sternum. Done.
Yeah. Blasting off balls for the win. Yeah, no, I've seen the video of, I think his name is Indian Red. And you hear 12 shots go off. And, I mean, you can tell the first shot, he clinches up big time, and he freezes, and he just takes the rest of it. And you got to imagine too, like when you're getting shot through a car, you're not just getting penetrated with bullets. You're getting penetrated with, freaking glass, with metal shards, with high impact, polymer and like fiberglass, and you're getting just this spew of shit just flying into your body. And yeah, I mean, like Gerchop mentioned, like if you want to see how long you can go with taking, a bunch of shots like center mass in the lungs, but you could see he couldn't speak, right? He couldn't speak, and it wasn't that he couldn't speak because of like shock. That may have had something to do with it, but he couldn't speak. Blood was running down his nose to his mouth because his lungs were filled up with blood, right? And that's why, like, we always talk about like having your medical shit tight. Like you got, and not that he'd be able to plug 4 holes on himself by himself, like in that situation. And his
Dude,
boy,
I like what Bacon said.
What's that?
I'm sorry for interrupting. The goddamn Bacon said, taking off someone's arm is underrated. I'm just saying.
Bro, literally, we had a conversation recently where we talked about like beating someone with their arm, and then I had said,
God.
here's this. So you asked, like, what's people's like favorite saying or whatever. So
Rip off
one of
your
my
head, shit
favorite
down your neck.
sayings. No, but that's a good one. One of my favorite sayings, which actually kept me from getting into a fist fight one time, was, "Would you like to figure out what it feels like to pick up your teeth with a broken arm?" And that just has like a special, you know,
Oh, that is beautiful.
you got to say it with like a straight ass face. Like, I have a question. Like they're all heated, they're upset, and would you like to feel, or no, would you like to find out what it feels like to pick up your teeth with a broken arm? And I mean, that's just, I forgot where I heard that. I heard it. Yeah, I mean, for all I know, that could have been, um, what's his name? Price is Right. Um, Billy, no,
Billy
I don't think
Madison,
I don't think it was Billy Madison. It was something crazy though.
he was fighting Bob Barker.
Yeah, aim small, miss small. That is something that's always in my head when I'm looking down the sights. Dark and light are right though. Even though trauma pads, you're still taking a lot of kinetic energy. Yeah, for sure. I mean, you take a few rounds. Like, let's say you do have soft armor. I mean, even with hard armor, you're gonna feel it, right? Like, you just have to find like what is the best way to distract or incapacitate to the point where I can get a lethal shot. That's it.
Yep.
You know, and most of us are carrying. I mean, the best millimeter, 9 millimeter. I know that's
Penis
going to
size
invite.
too.
Yeah. And I know that's going to invite all you 10 mil freaks in here, Kimball, to say how how dope 10 millimeter is, and it is dope. It's dope, but I always wondered, like, so I have a movie gun. Okay, what I mean by that is like when I go to see a movie, it's the gun that I carry because I want something. Oh, Martin,
Oh
no,
my god,
don't
dude, you
bring
gotta
that in
ban
here.
him. Can you ban him
Don't
from
bring it.
here?
One of the mods, please. I'm just kidding. Don't ban it. Don't ban it. But
Everybody bashes 40. I still enjoy 40. It sucks, but I still enjoy 40.
I mean, 10 millimeter is just 40 cal
Oh,
Magnum.
40 hot.
Yeah,
No,
right.
I like 10, but no, 40 it does have a place, but it was not the revolutionary thing because they just focused on 9 mil, and if they would have did some more things with 40 cal, I think you could have had a little bit more interesting cartridges, but it still didn't feel like a ballistic coefficient you know that would actually work out in your favor versus 9 mil. I mean, 9 mil, you can just crank away and keep the muzzle flip down at a minimum, and also put rounds on target very quickly and effective. Um,
I mean, I
when they,
do. Sorry, go ahead.
oh, I was going to say, when they did that test with 9 mil 45 on like how many rounds, like FBI test, how many rounds does it take to take somebody down with this and this, and 45 was one and a half or 2.5, something like that. 9 mil was like 3 rounds, but they also did the test on how many rounds you could fire out of a 45 versus a 9 mil in like 3 seconds. And with the 9 mil you could dump like 15 rounds, and with the 45 you were at like 6 rounds.
Dude, a couple people brought up 32 ACP. You guys got to remember that 32 ACP was like the police and military cartridge in COMBLOC countries, like all over the place in
Makarov was
Eastern
like
Europe.
30. No, that
Uh,
wasn't Makarov, was it? Or PBK?
yeah, so there is the 9 mil Makarov is like 9x18, but there are PPK was in what was it 7.62 Browning or whatever, which is technically 32 ACP, but 32 ACP was like a bad mofo, and I mean I wouldn't care. I had a 32 for a long time. I had that Beretta Tomcat with the flip up barrel. And if y'all have not seen it, Beretta is now making basically the equivalent of the M9A3 in the Beretta 32 Tomcat. It's all flat dark earth, tactical, practical, whatever, threaded barrel. Like, that thing is a super dope suppressor host. Where'd my light go? Wasn't Franz Ferdinand shot with a 32? I don't know. That's a good question. Light, I lost your audio. Oh, you muted. Okay, never mind. Yeah, and you gotta love 32. Like, if you've ever seen like the old Colt 32s, smokeless, rimless 32s, or like the old Savage 32s. Man, they're just dope pieces of history, man. The old FN 32s. They also made them in 380s. Because back then, like those cartridges, like that's where it was at. But
No,
I mean, now, like
32 was I was going to say 32 was a decent round of the time, and that's why it stuck around for such a long time after. But at the same time, 25 ACP, I've had people offer me, like, hey, $10, I'll give you this, 25 ACP, pearl handle, chrome, and I'm like, nah, man, you keep it.
I mean, people sleep on 25 too, man. But I'll tell you,
If you put it directly right there, yeah, it can work. It can work very well. But at the end of the day, no, I'm good, because those things only went for like 80 to 150 bucks brand new back in the day, and most of those were used in a robbery. So I
yeah.
don't care how legit that your 25 ACP is. If it's flashy because it's got the pearl handles and the shiny body and frame, it was probably used in a crime at least once in his life. And it's what, a 30-year-old pistol?
Dude,
40-year-old?
you know what someone told me when I bought a 25 ACP? They said that, actually I didn't buy it. It was gifted to me. But when I went to the gun shop and talked to the guys there, they were like, a 25 ACP won't even go through a leather jacket. And I was like laughing, and they were like, no, I'm serious. It will not.
So
So I'm
you have
thinking,
a
like,
pest
okay,
problem around your house. You have to shoot roaches.
well,
It's not
that's
going
what
through
I
the
thought.
floorboards.
That's what I thought, right? So I took it home, and oh, that's right. The Scorpion, the VZ 61 is 32 ACP. They
Oh,
made
really? The
380 and
Scorpion
9
was?
mil. Yeah, yep,
Like the original was?
yep. The original Scorpion with the overfolding wire stock was full auto
No
32
shit.
ACP machine pistol. Yep.
Well, I would be very, very scared against that. I don't care.
Oh,
Like a
dude.
20, dude, a 22 caliber. Like, what was it? The American 180
Oh,
that
yeah,
they,
yeah. That. Wow.
yeah, dude,
Yeah.
that's even a full auto 1022. That is a whole swarm of fucking yellow jackets coming for you. And within 150 yards, if it's spraying all over you, just imagine if you get bee stung all around your body, you go into anaphylactic shock. Most likely you're gonna die. Now imagine that these bees aren't just stinging you; they're going into you. Oh
And
yeah,
they're 40
face. This.
grains going
Oh,
1080
oh.
feet per second. But so that's the thing. Like with the VZ61, I think it is the Scorpion, the original one, the machine pistol, 20, 21 rounds, whatever. I think they're 30 rounders for them too. But just like that's no, don't want it. Don't. And I wouldn't stand in front of it. I wouldn't stand in front of a 25 either. So I'm
Do we
talking to
have
these
a guest
guys.
coming on?
We were supposed to. It's supposed to be Armitage, but he said he
Okay,
had to
go
go to the
ahead.
roof
Finish.
or something.
All right, go ahead. Finish what you're gonna say, and then I want to add on to this.
Yeah.
I want your opinion, and then everybody else in the Peanuts gallery.
Well, I am going to. We're supposed to have Swamp Dog just asked. We're supposed to have Armitage on, but I don't know where he is. Everybody, tell Armitage to get on the channel. Like I don't know. I don't know what he's doing. No. So I went home after being told that a 25 ACP wouldn't go through a leather jacket, and I was like, "There's no way. I call bullshit." Okay.
You told your
So
wife to put on a leather jacket. And you're like, baby, let me
Yeah.
try this out right quick.
And that's why this is my second marriage. No, I'm kidding. So I went home, and it was kind of bothering me because I was like, I think it's a cool pocket pistol, right? And I like mouse guns, and they're cool. So I take a shoebox, and I put a piece of wood at the bottom, and then I put a stack of magazines at the bottom. I put a hard copy, a hard cover book, a few soft cover books, like maybe 5 or 6, and then a thin hardcover book.
Dark,
Close the shoebox.
let me predict the outcome.
Sure.
All right. The outcome is you pulled the trigger and it bounced off of the hardest target there and came back. And this is why you wear eye protection at the range, because you got a ricochet almost to the face like a BB gun.
I protected myself from that. So
Okay.
I that's a good guess.
Okay.
I centered it directly down on it, and then I pulled the comforter blanket over, right? Because I didn't want to catch anything from it. Because blankets stop bullets. I don't know if you guys know that. All blankets.
All of them.
Yep, every single one of them. And I aimed it right at the center. I kind of double, triple check a few times, like, is that centered? Because once it's under the blanket, you're like, oh, did I cant it a little bit one way or another? So I was like, I literally remember the words rolling off my tongue, fuck it, and pow, and I let one round off. Went through the first hard copy book that was, good size. Went through all of the thin, like the paperbacks in between them. Went through the second hard copy book into the magazines, and it stayed there. Oh, and as a matter of fact, I got my little bag of not jar fun here,
Bag of
and
indies.
no, oh my god, if that was all my indies, an AK, dude.
Dude, that'd be a painful memory. Every single one of those. Like, I had to patch the drywall that time. I had to repair the couch this time.
Oh yeah,
That's the 25?
this
Or
is the
the
25
32? Oh,
ACP. No, it's
25,
25.
25.
Yep. And this thing was zooming through there, man. And not only did I end up with a whole bunch of paperbacks and a couple hard copies with holes in them, but I also got a huge powder burn on my blanket, which I could never explain to anyone ever.
Oh,
And,
yeah.
and really quickly, just while we're doing this, there are a couple, like jacketed hollow points from hitting steel right there. And there was a 40 cal round that was embedded in the asphalt near my car one day. Dug this out of the street. You can see it's kind of marred, but who knows?
Damn.
Maybe it was my lucky day, or it just was, kind of happenstance. This is an expanding full metal jacket that did not expand in a liquid medium at all. And this is one of the coolest ones. This is an AK round that hit a level 4 plate. No, a level 3, one of those buoyant plates, the ones that like float in water, and it trapped it and ate it, and it bent it and marred it all up, dude, but it stopped it like a champ. Look at that thing. Flattened out. Yeah.
Dark.
Sorry.
One thing that I would like to recommend, and this has gotten me a lot of flack, and I'll still take the flack. It doesn't matter. But let's just say if you're dealing with a issue, coyotes, let's just say coyotes that wear blue helmets,
Yep.
stuff like that, you can fire off 223, 556, 308, this or that, and make yourself be known. With the 22, you can get the, subsonic ammo that fires at like 950 feet per second. And I don't know if you've ever watched any air gun channels. The PCP pre-charged pneumatic air rifles are firing at like 950 to 1,000 feet per second. And they're reaching out to 150 to 175 plus yards with these, Sabo rounds, and they're very quiet. Well, if you do the same thing with the 22, at 100 yards, you'll see no flash. You won't hear a muzzle report. Somebody just gets smacked. And the craziest thing is, you can take a standard Ruger 1022, upgrade the barrel, and get a decent scope on there or iron sights, whatever you want to do with the the setup, and you can easily take care of critters out to 100 yards and hit a target this big without much work to it. And if you notice, if you're aiming right there on the raccoon or the coyote, yeah, it's gonna hit anywhere in this general vicinity. So just saying, sometimes people want to bring overkill to a situation. I'm a big believer in necessity and, the ability to be able to do something correctly, and do a finer job on not scaring away other things. If you fired off an AR-15, 308 or something at that coyote, raccoon, whatever's on your property at 100 yards or to 150 yards. Oh, yeah. And they got goggles, whatever they want to wear, even got socks and little
green
boots.
shine back on just kidding.
Even little socks and boots and accents, whatever they want to do, they're cartoon animals at this point. But no, legitimately, people underestimate what a decent semi-auto or bolt-action 22 can do, or even single shot. And if this was without rule of law, where we had a outside source breaking into America, there's plenty of things that you can do just to be able to tame the wildness of the screams of the report, you might want to say. But that wouldn't be something that you would do during these times, because it's completely illegal unless you get your suppressor's license, your tax stamp.
Get your suppressor license.
Exactly.
I'd like to fill out paperwork for my suppressor license, please.
Yes. Okay, now you need to back up, put it in reverse, and do a U-turn and shoot 2 targets with your suppressor. Thank you so much, DMV. No, but basically it's one of those where
you got to hold it sideways.
You can make things movie quiet if it's within, the powder expansion gas volume, generated from it, into something a lot quieter. And yes, you can make your own suppressor for any firearm, but the 22 is probably the best to be suppressed. And when it comes down to it, if you just spend let's say $200 on your bolt action 22 or semi-automatic 22 rifle, there's probably enough out there to get you like MOA groups, minute of angle. 1 minute of angle at 100 yards means if I'm aiming right here, I'm hitting 1 inch away in a complete circle all the way around, that, unless there's a flyer. So just saying, a great scout rifle is a 22 long rifle. And I'm just saying, I think that is something that people should look into. Need to invest in getting the ammo, which is really, really cheap. It's the cheapest ammo, and you can just go and shoot it out for days and days as long as it's available. But at the same time, also have something a little bit stronger with you. One shoulder's got the I'm going to reach out and touch you and you'll never know me. The other shoulder's got the I want your whole hog army to run the hell away.
All right, real quick, and I agree. 22 is an excellent cartridge. There's also its downfalls, obviously.
We know.
Like you'll never have to run into barriers or no, I'm kidding. But two things: we do have somebody here backstage. I can see him warming up. Oh no! Oh, I did not know I was going to see that. Don't warm up like that, okay?
Dude,
And just
Goy,
average
read
Goy.
what Goy said. Yeah, this is
Yep.
what I'm talking about. If this is a 25 cal PCP, pre-charged pneumatic air rifle, and
Hell yeah.
that's 300 yards. Just saying, imagine what a 22 caliber can do if you just use it in the correct manner. You're not using it to fight a war or eradicate a whole herd of pigs, but all you're doing is just making sure you can reach out and touch something. Dark, please
Hell
go
yeah.
ahead, sir.
So just your average Goy, thank you, sir, for the $5 super chat. Appreciate the support. I can hit a 3-inch plate at 300 yards with my Air Force Condor 25 cal, pushing 35 grain slugs, 900 feet per second at 65 decibels using the Donnie FL suppressor. That's dope. And on that note, we have Armitage.
No, we do not.
We do.
Armitage is up in this piece.
No,
Is the mic working?
That's a GIF right there. He's not even
It
speaking.
sounds
He's moving his head.
beautiful.
Okay.
He's moving his head in the same direction.
And your voice sounds mighty deep this evening.
I'm blaming that on the mic too.
It's an excellent mic.
No, I can't hear him.
Oh, come on.
No, literally, I can't hear him. That's why I was making those comments.
You actually cannot hear him?
No, I cannot hear him at all.
Oh, that's not good.
That's happened to me before. You may light back out and come right back in. It'll probably work. Yes, I'm not gonna let him back in. I'm just kidding. Hang tight. Yeah, Jake the Great. I did not see your question. PCP, you say? Yeah, pre-charged pneumatic. It's an air gun. It's not the PCP you're thinking of. Mr. Jake the Great, I did not see your question, but if you do, yeah, we'll talk. Okay, go ahead. Give me an audio check.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Can you hear him now? Can you hear him now?
Hello?
Can you hear him now?
Hello?
Armitage,
Okay, I can hear light
He's saying something.
saying something.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you perfectly fine. Yeah, I hear you.
Should I back out and come back in?
Literally, I see
Yeah,
him
go ahead
moving
and
his
do that.
mouth, and I'm like, oh, he's fucking with me.
He's backing out. He's going to come back in. That's weird. He said everybody except Light can hear him. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I mean, it's happened to me before too, where I've literally had to restart a stream with freaking 50 people in it. Yeah, we can all hear him, but we want to make sure everyone.
Oh my god, it's late. I got to be up so early tomorrow.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Can you hear him now?
I hear you.
Okay, good.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So clearly the last topic we've been discussing is firearms. I know obviously that's a topic, Armitage, that you're very comfortable with, but
Oh yeah, totally.
you can pick the topic. We can roll with it. The next person in line is Alex Bistoso.
Actually, I'm kind of curious on that last one that Goy put up. So I'm just kind of waiting in the shallow end with all the pneumatic stuff.
I'm going
but
right
I'm
into
definitely
it, baby.
liking it because air is so
Right
much
into
cheaper than powder. So
Dude,
definitely
you can
going to
do
be a
50
lot of that in
caliber
the future.
projectiles.
I'm trying to figure.
50 cal, all that.
He said there was a can specific to the air rifle he was using.
Yeah.
Is there a? They're non. Are they NFA regulated?
No, all air rifles. There are no NFA regulations on suppressors. You can buy aftermarket suppressors for air rifles all day.
So we already like know the answer, but what is it that keeps some nefarious individual from getting
Different
one
thread
and putting
pitch.
it on? Oh, that's not hard to
The thread
change,
pitch.
though.
No, hey,
In
I
theory,
shouldn't say that out
Armitage.
loud, but
Don't you say that out loud.
yeah,
It is
you know what they're
very
gonna
hard.
do.
It's very hard to make an adapter for
Oh my
thread
gosh.
pitch.
Have you
exactly.
heard of
Oh
these
my
things called
God.
adapters? Like
Yeah.
they're gonna be sitting around like,
Millions of
mom's.
dollars are
With,
needed to spend to make one adapter.
it is
Yeah.
incredibly high level deterrence when they say you have to drill out the hole on your own stuff to finish it. Definitely. No, I'm with you on that.
Yeah.
Imagination. Imagination is stopping people from. No, I mean you're right. I mean obviously there's different construction as well,
I'm
right?
just wondering if
Oh,
like if it's wall thickness,
hey,
etc., would
hey,
handle it,
Armitage.
or
Yeah.
Armitage, did you ever watch Mythbusters?
oh yeah,
Okay, did you see when they were seeing? Maybe I think it was MythBusters. They took a water balloon and put the barrel against it, and it silenced it. They put a pillow against it. It silenced it. If you
oh yeah.
sleep with a pillow or with a gun by your pillow, technically, is that the intent to build a suppressor?
Yeah. That's
If you
See,
if
constructive
you
intent.
got your concealed carry and you're in a balloon fight, that's constructive content. Right?
I mean, technically, tape and a water bottle counts as constructive intent.
Right. No,
So
we're
Yeah.
talking about pillows and water balloons, and they do that job that they say that you need a tax stamp for.
Yeah.
I'm just
Potatoes do
saying.
the trick. I've seen South Central. I know
there
how.
was some guy, and I guess he has a shop that sells a lot of like surplus Russian parts. And he's got kind of a like smaller YouTube channel where whenever he gets new stuff in, he shows it off. And I only found him because he had like, a really slick looking Khyber Pass uh, not plate carrier, mag carrier, but it was all stitched leather, and I thought it looked cool, so I clicked on it. But
Dude, that's so
when I was
dope.
looking in the bottom section, he had a thing where he got some airsoft suppressor and put it on a real Vepr, and then just takes off to the races, and that apparently worked for a while. He intentionally destroyed it on camera, but I mean, if he's the
Wow.
distributor for them, he's got a case. So
Well, I will say that a lot of airsoft products happen to be threaded in 14 by 1 left hand thread, and they also have cans. So,
Dude, I literally thought when you said I'm talking about airsoft products, like the Tokyo Maru Glocks and other airsoft Glocks, they were a couple of parts away from being able to put a slide in the barrel on it and a magazine inside of it. Couple of parts
yeah.
away. So, I mean, that was the original 80%,
yeah.
I'm assuming.
Yeah, for real.
Admittedly, they piss me off a lot just because of how often they'll have some pattern of parts that you can't actually get on like an actual subgun or what have you.
Yep.
And you know me, I'm kind of into the more insane like futuristic type
Oh, yeah.
designs. So
Which is
when they
why.
come out with some of these, there's one I think they called it the GRU, and it looked like to me, I thought it was just a one of those chassis that they have for the Glocks, like the micro Ronies and whatnot.
Yep.
And when I clicked on it, I'm like, oh well, there's got to be like a real world counterpart to it. And I'm noticing more and more a lot of this stuff doesn't. It's just whatever the
Dude, have
airsoft
you
guy came
seen
up
the
with.
flux? They literally make a flux brace and whole flux setup for the airsoft Glock. And I'm like, dude, it's like a quarter of the price. And I'm like, it's gotta work on a real Glock. Like it has to. It has to.
Yeah, it's cool, but I don't know. I've only got the one. Technically, I've got one P320, but it's just the chassis, and I haven't got any of the parts for it yet. Eventually, if I ever get it built out, I kind of want one, but
The
I want it
flux
for the
brace.
P320.
Yeah. That is I will say that is a better setup than the Glock. The Flux
Yes.
Brace with the 320. I'll also throw this out there. I want all of us, myself, Light, and Armitage, and everyone in chat to help me make a decision tonight on my next firearm purchase. And I'll show y'all that like your input is going to matter in this purchase. But don't go crazy with it, okay? Because I mean,
What are the
at least I know.
firearms, you son of a bitch?
We'll wait till the end for that. We'll wait till the end for that.
Okay.
So
You can't say that
what,
now. You're tickling my balls, man. I want to finish.
what are the things? Sorry, I gotta fix my firearm. Yeah. So what are some of the things that you've been building, working on? Anything crazy? Anything cool?
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm still messing with production, I guess if you call it that, has kind of halted on my the Halo rifles. One of the Halo pistols is at the point where we can actually shoot it now, though. I was playing with it
Nice.
last Saturday, and that one's kind of the mock-up that we've got going for the M6 Magnum.
Tell me it doesn't just have the that polymer shell on the
Lamp shell?
Picatinny rail. Yeah.
No. That was my original idea, just so that I could kind of get an idea, I'm trying to figure out how to say it, so that I could get a
like a vision.
yes,
Concept
like so that I could see it, to figure out how to make the pieces
Concept.
work in metal. And I used the Mark 23 for that.
Nice.
Although after the
Uber's
fact, I
Schofield
liked
copy.
the Mark 23 with the M6 Magnum stuff on it more than the way it was originally, so I did leave it.
Nice.
But then the other one, it's a not a polymer, a aluminum mock-up of the Mark 23 lower, and then the upper is basically the same internally, but externally it's overbuilt, and it has the it looks like it's integrated, but it's just the spot where the red dot goes in it.
Nice.
So yeah, I mean it's pretty close.
Any pictures that we could
Hey,
share?
if you make them all, if you make,
Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, if you make it smooth bore, it's considered a firearm, right? Or no, it's not considered a firearm. Like Franklin Armory tried doing with what was it, the Revolution, the short barreled AR.
Yeah, they'll
yes,
say it is now,
I
then
think
they'll come back later and say you can't have it.
right, and that's usually what they wind up doing, because I know that they're looking at the people who did the Diablo that same way right now. I went with 44 Magnum.
Nice.
I was shooting for 50 cal like the original was supposed to have been chambered in, but that would have required me to use a Desert Eagle for the lower, which would have made the overall pistol significantly bigger and more expensive. So yeah, I wound up going with the Mark 23. But yeah.
Are you open to me showing? So you and I have had conversations about doing like an Obrez Sten build,
Yes.
or and for those of you guys that don't know what, so Obrez just means cut down,
Like the
right?
Moe's and the Gaunt.
Yep,
Sporterized.
exactly. Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah,
doing a
sporterized in a
Sten.
mare's leg.
Yeah. Actually, now that I mention that, wasn't there a crazy short Sten pistol?
Oh yeah.
I thought there was.
One of the ones that we made when I was working for the company that was playing with all the stands, it was basically off of that shorty tube. It's only like 1.5 or 2 inches shorter than the standard one, but then they basically chopped the barrel right at the end, so you had just enough room to thread it. I think the overall, because some of the barrel is concealed inside of the receiver. I think overall it was like 3 inches though.
Yeah.
So
Oh
it
my
was
God.
a subcompact with an overall length of like 26 inches.
Yeah, right. That's so crazy. Hold on, I'm pulling up some pictures. Are you cool, since we've kind of discussed some of the Sten magic? You've shared 2 pictures with me on some concepts that you drew up for Stens. Are
Oh
you
yeah,
cool
totally.
with me sharing those? Okay, cool.
I've actually got
So
some other Stin concepts too. I guess I call them Stin concepts just because I think of the Sterling in that same category. I guess really they'd probably be closer to
that's what it
Sterling
was.
concepts, but
Sterling.
they're all the
Billy
same thing,
Sterling
really.
principles.
The Sterling is just the Stin Mark 6.
I remember. Yes, here it is. Found it. Hold on. I knew I had seen one that was just like stupid short. Hold on. Boom. You see it?
Mm-hmm.
So I was thinking of doing something like that and setting up like, of course, I would it would be a pistol brace or an SBR, but I would make some type of brace or stock with like a PDW style telescoping. I could probably do a tail hook because that would actually fit nicely, like
Yeah.
aesthetically, right? With just
What if you
2
bull pupped it?
bullpup. You know what I'll do? I'll turn
So
it sideways, just like
the cool thing about bullpupping them is you kind of want to stock on it anyway, just because of how it's set up. If you
mm,
bullpup it, you can basically take all that extra shit from the where the bolt is reciprocating and hide it in the stock.
that's actually a great idea. And for those of you guys that think Armitage isn't on his shit when it comes to firearm concepts, look at that mofo.
I wish I could take credit for that one. I didn't design that one. I did some tweaking to it and decided I wanted to build it, but then freaking Grand Thumb decided to tease me with what I thought was the Halo stuff again, and I kind of got sidetracked.
Damn, I thought you did that. I was so proud.
No, I wish I did. I can tell you where all of the parts not were sourced, but were ideaed from.
Hold on, is this the
Most of
actual
that
Halo
is
gun?
no,
Dude, I literally still don't see the image.
You serious?
no, yeah, the
You don't see
Yeah,
it?
hold on. Maybe it's Wi-Fi. No, it's still a swirly mark. There it is. Oh, got it. Oh, that's sweet.
I think it's nasty, right?
yeah that friggin' I have a CB. I don't know what the acronym. Center Balance Precision Rifle Systems did uh, a kit for AKs, and I think they had them for Nagants and a couple other Soviet bloc rifles that was really similar to that. And I bought it a couple of years ago and never did anything with it. So, yeah, my plan when I first saw that was to make that with the center balance kit, the whatever AK I can get my hands on, and then if you'll look at the muzzle device on it, that actually is something that's pretty much on the market, just without the red.
Oh, meaning like the CAC or the Flaming Pig or.
I'm not sure which one it is, but there's one that's a triangle like that.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Let me show the
Hey,
other one.
everybody. I'm getting off of here. It is late, and I have to leave early tomorrow to take a long drive. Um, hey,
Shit, I
wonderful
only
having
got
you on here, man.
you too, brother. I'm
Wait,
sorry
what?
to cut. I was just saying. I just realized that I only have till 1. I'm gonna have to bounce in 5 minutes, which
Oh
means
wow.
Alex can't come on. I'm sorry, brother.
All
um,
right, y'all. Hey, y'all be safe. Have a good night. I got to take a long drive with my little ones. Tomorrow, family reunion, funeral, and celebration of life, and a birthday, all on the same weekend. Um, so, um, y'all have a good time. Be safe. I got to get up early. Deuces.
Peace, man.
you have a
Enjoy, man.
good Friday there, Light.
Thank you,
Later,
man.
brother.
Thank you.
Peace. Let me
All
grab
right.
this other image too. Sorry, what were you saying? I cut you
So
off.
I can repost the picture of the my bootlegged WA 2000 in the Discord. I was getting ready to text it to you, but if you only got 5 minutes, I don't want to.
You're welcome to, if you like, or you can put it, post it in Discord too. I tried to tag you on a couple things, and I didn't see your name in there. Are you still in the Discord? Ah, whoo, lost you there.
Yeah, I did not know that it was going to do that when I went to click on photos.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, I was
I'm still
saying
no good with tech
I
stuff.
I tried to Sport Brand. Sport Brand is dead set on building a flamethrower, like 100%. He's all about it, and
See, I'm actually
I'm down.
pretty down with that idea.
Yeah,
And because there are so many that you can buy commercially still without any kind of anything,
yeah,
intent to everybody, forget.
yeah. Just
uh,
like 37 millimeter, you
you
can
you
buy a
can get
launcher
those
and
at
it'll show up right to your door.
you can get a flamethrower at Home Depot. They sell them as ice melters.
What?
Yeah, for
Dang,
people who have like a long driveway, apparently that's their market. But we know no one's buying them for that. But yeah,
damn.
no. I see the trick with that kind of thing, at least to my mind, seems to be you get a one like that and then upscale it.
Hell yeah. Damn. Yeah, I'm down. I know Sport Brand has been talking about it for a minute too.
Yeah,
So
snag a welder, get a bigger tank, switch to better hosing, that kind of stuff.
what's up,
See what you
Bob?
can do to
Bob
get
said I have a
higher
cooking.
PSI on it.
Hell yeah. Okay, so I need y'all's help, and I'm gonna have to cut the stream soon, but butt cheeks, I need some help, and I need everyone's engagement in chat. Okay, um, so I am tired, sick and tired of having to carry my Scorpion to and from my car all the time. Da, 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 da. It's just so I don't have the time for that. So I was like, and this Scorpion is very important to me because it's not just a Scorpion. It's it's a Scorpion with some mods to it. The grip, it's got a binary trigger on it. It's got a dope red dot. I'm a primary arms guy, so I run T1 clones. Got a can on it. It's like it's got the stock kit, but it's got an adapter for the tail hook. So it's also got a Stark Industries sticker on it, which makes it cooler and more tactical, of course. But
Totally.
anyway, I love it. It's my baby. I can dump a 35 round mag like that, but I'm tired of carrying it back and forth. So I was like, I'm going to get another sub gun. I know I got like a $470 AR right next to me that I could just throw in the car and whatever, but I want a sub gun. So here's what I'm caught between. Okay. Full size Sky 17S. I know. But sub gun, remember, think sub gun. So I'll give you guys 4 options. I am either, and I know some people are going to give me shit for it. I don't care. I am either going to get the black sub 2000 because the new generation of the sub 2000s are dope with the move to the side mount with the Aimpoint T1 clone by Primary Arms on it. So the black sub 2000 is one, a navy blue sub 2000, which is beautiful. Oh god, so beautiful. And it's kind of a brighter navy blue, so it's sexy. Or the Strybog, which has had some issues. I wouldn't
They're
have.
so expensive for the money you pay for a Strybog. That thing better be like a Swiss watch, man.
So I found one for like $670.
That's
So
not bad.
not
Is it
too bad.
used? Like,
No, brand new. It's the A3. It's a lot of people are. I think they're trying to get away with selling them because like for hire because they look like the B&Ts, which
they
are like
do.
right. So I think people are and they're taking advantage of the times, right? So black sub 2000 runs on Glock mags, which I have plenty of. Blue, navy blue sub 2000, which I love blue. I mean, I so
Yeah,
this
I'm
is
with you
not
on
blue.
that.
You know,
I mean,
how I feel
number
about
4
blue.
almost has to be.
But
Almost has to be what the one that I tout for everything. For
oh,
me to say
man.
something other than the blue one because it's blue.
Are you thinking P90?
Uh-huh.
Oh man, no, I'm not.
That's always my suggestion when someone says subgun.
I would love a P90, but I'd like it to be a 9mm. I'd like it to be hopefully have magazine compatibility with something else that I have, but if not, it's okay. So Glock mags for the first two, black sub 2000, navy blue sub 2000, or the Strybog. The Strybog is dope. You can put a brace on it. It's light. It's whatever. I wouldn't have magazine compatibility. Or the fourth one is a wild card. I'll let you guys throw something out that is a 9mm subgun, or basically 4 is none of them, right? you throw something else out.
Go with the blue freaking Keltec.
You think so?
Yeah, like you can always find flat dark earth, you can always find black, and you can always find olive drab. And if not flat dark earth, coyote or something comparable. But
Yeah.
like the other colors, and all of the manufacturers seem to do them here and there. Like you can get red Glocks, maroon Glocks. Like they
Yeah.
exist from factory. They're just hard to come by. And typically, if you have the opportunity to get one, it'll come up a couple times, and then a few years later, when you have the money and really want to get it, then it's like a hunt.
Yeah.
Suddenly, they're no longer there. Sig Sauer made a 229. Same thing. The only difference was the frame was blue. And
Really?
yeah, they're like $1,200 now,
That's
over
not crazy.
market value. So just because of the color of the frame and the fact that they didn't do a whole bunch of them.
Yeah, they I've seen that too with like the older Eclipse models. They did the Sig did a bunch of Eclipse models. Thank you for stopping by, John.
Sometimes you can cheat with them too. Like Glock, they make 2 training guns where the only
blue.
difference, the blue and the red, the reset trigger, and one resets the slide. Technically, they're not real Glocks because they can't shoot without swapping the slide.
But if you punched out so wouldn't you have to punch out the internals of the lower and swap them?
No, the internals were on the lower were fine. I just took I got one of each, and it was a hunt and a half. And I wound up, there it goes. I wound up friggin' just buying aftermarket slides. All of the differences pretty much are in the upper.
See, I found a blue simunition Glock frame for $100, and I didn't get it because I thought that it wouldn't work. I thought because it says not to be used with live ammo.
And that's just it. Because they have them labeled as simunitions, you're technically not supposed to. Same with the reset trainer. That you're not supposed to. And when they say not to be used with live, like because it's sold with the simunition slide or with the reset slide, they're saying not to be used. Like just like your Glock 17 isn't to be used with 22 ammo until
Yeah.
you put the 22 slide on it.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it seems like a lot of people are into they're calling it periwinkle blue. Dude, it is such a beautiful blue color. Like
It really is.
it's incredible.
It's DLD blue.
It
And now
is
that I've said that,
so,
honestly, I think that might be the only way to go, right?
man, damn, I didn't know oh, this one looks a little brighter. It may just be a camera flash there.
The light hitting it, maybe.
Yeah, yeah. But I mean, oh, this one that's gotta be painted. That's very, very blue. No?
It's got a little sheen to it too.
Yeah. The ones that I've seen are like darkened navy like this.
Mm-hmm.
So they're not too ridiculous, but
Almost
honestly,
stonewashed like jeans.
yeah. And honestly, if I got a black one, you know what I would do to it?
Paint it.
Yeah. Be like literally the first thing that I would do.
Yeah, dude, go
Um,
with the blue one.
so you think
If
no
you
on
want,
the
I
strap
actually have a link I can send you. I cannot vouch to the quality of it, but I know where you can get a blue scope for it.
Really? Oh, is
Mhm.
this the that
I've been
one place?
eyeballing it for a for you. You've seen the blue Mark 12 that
Yep.
I've been fiddling with.
Yep.
Yeah, I've been eyeballing the blue scope for that one. It's like, it's probably crap, but do I
It,
really think I'm going to be taking a shot that far?
see, it may be worth it because, dude, I'll tell you, I so I recently, in an interaction with my nephew, he was like, "Here's some things you can get. They're like for everyday life stuff." I don't want to get into it just because it's a whatever. And I was like, "Yeah, but they're so expensive. It's like $1,400. This is like $2,000." And he was like, "Well, I could put you onto a website, same one that we were talking about."
Mhm.
Um, and I got both items for $62. We're talking about an item that was $1,400 and an item that was $2,000, and I got both of them for $62 off that website.
Oh yeah, they and have you gotten them yet?
I'll give this as an example. Now, this is not, I've not gotten them. It's going to be a few weeks because we
They're,
all know where
they're
they come
usually
from.
slow, but yeah, once they get there, like I've got knives, Microtech knives that we took in, and one of them we were just seeing, if they could tell, and the guy in the knife shop was like, "Oh, I'll give you $300 for it." And it's like, dude, I paid $15 for this. Here's the
Yeah,
wing.
dude, it's crazy.
Friggin'
They look exactly like it. Like, look at this, right? SB Tactical SBA3 brace. It's got the if it'll focus, the logo on the back. This is a knockoff.
I have like a
$45.
1 in 10 rate at this point from them. Like they've been getting better over the last 5 or 6 years. They were good to begin with, but I actually got them because I wanted a fake Rolex, or found
Really?
them because I wanted a fake Rolex. Um,
Damn.
and then after the fact, it started to show, hey, you want a Leupold scope for $20? I'm like, no way. But at
Yeah.
$20, I could take the lenses out and I could at least screw with it and see if I could make it a worthwhile scope.
I mean, honestly, it's worth it just to see if it's shit. And if you get
Yeah,
it
totally.
and it's not, it's like, damn. Like, dude, I've run so many rounds through that knockoff SBA3, and like, I kind of feel bad because I want to support the company, but it's like, I got it for $45. Like, it's crazy. Um, okay, so in chat, let me hear your thoughts. Number one is the black sub 2000. Number two is the blue sub 2000. Number three is the Strybog. Number four is your 9mm PDW of choice. Oh, the 1022 Charger. I was looking at like the 8.5 inch with a brace and a can on it. Oh, that'd be so sick. So you think the blue sub 2000?
Totally.
Yeah.
I mean, between the fact that it is one of the off colors,
Yep. It's definitely more expensive than the black though.
How much more expensive is it?
So the black I can get right now for $479.
Okay.
The blue is $599.
That's not that bad,
I know,
all
especially
total.
for. Do you guys remember they made for something full auto? Yeah, I'll just
Yeah.
be yeah.
Dude, they've got a whole lot of pretty slick mods you can make to those too.
To what to the
To
sub
the sub
2000s?
2000. I know you can do integrally suppressed barrels and
Yeah,
all kinds of shit.
hell yeah, dude. I honestly 9mm charger in purple. Dude, I'll rock a purple gat all day. Dude, I used to love those Keltecs that were blue frame, hard chrome slide, and I had one of the P3 ATs in that same color. I had a P11 in that same color, and my dumbass, I had a gray one too, but I ended up selling them, and like I didn't know that they were going to be like super unique, rare runs that you'll never freaking find again.
And that's
Um,
always how it goes. At least used to. Like when I first got into them, it just seemed like, oh yeah, they make that. Why would they not keep making that? So I
yeah.
didn't hold on to them like I should have.
So Bob asked, so let me ask, if you get the black, what color would you paint it? Great question.
That is a
Uh,
good question.
and I'm typing in my answer now.
I'm just glad everyone else is kind of getting on board with that because there was a long time where if it wasn't just a jet black, they were like, "Nah, I won't touch it." And I actually had one. It kind of pissed me off. Back when I still had the shop like going full bore. Um, it was distressed. Like it had a battle worn finish on it,
Yeah,
and this thing was sweet. At least I thought.
hell yeah. Dude, Battle
um,
Worn is where it's at, man.
well, it was a A2, and it had a black and yellow, like a bumblebee style battle worn finish on it, and wound up selling it to this guy, and I didn't get the vibe from him at the time. He's, oh yeah, this is great, da 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 da, and then after the fact, I see him selling it, but he's selling it without the paint. It's like, so you bought it, stripped it, and sold it? What the
Oh,
hell?
damn. Yeah, like why even do it at that point, you know?
Yeah.
So I had to answer, so I typed it in chat, but my answer would be I would either paint it blue or Battle Worn Bazooka Green because I'm doing another project. John Rice is helping me. Um, in Battle Worn Bazooka Green, which once you do the black paint over it and then wipe it, it's not as Bazooka Green ish or Zombie Green, right? It's much. It's the cleanest Battle Worn you could do. It's beautiful because the contrast is so sharp, and you just take like a Scotch Brite or Brillo pad or sand, very high grit sandpaper to the flats and basically, I'm taking my 10.3 inch, almost Mark 18-ish build that I turned into a 10.3 inch Colt barreled PDW brace
Mhm.
like craziness. I'm going to take that and I'm going to make that look like the Tanker pistol from Battle Arms Development. I am
Nice.
putting a straight grip that takes 1911 panels and this beautiful wood that John Rice literally made for me. The trigger guard is going to be an oversized trigger guard in the same color wood that John Rice made for me. And on the Magpul handguard, there's two 6-inch wooden panels for the sides and one 3-inch wooden panel for the front in front of the vertical grip. And I think that was it. So there's going to be
Something
that.
about wood furniture, man.
Oh, it's beautiful, man. And that with the bazooka, the battle worn bazooka green on
Hmm.
the lower receiver, upper receiver, hand guard, and the back of the PDW brace that bolts to the receiver. Um, are all going to be battle worn bazooka green.
Those two wind up looking really good together too. There was someone at the range on Saturday that had it was an AK, but it was the bazooka green with the lighter wood grain. They came out really good.
Yeah, they look really good together. You see that shit? He literally made that shit, dude. Did all the here? Let me. It's probably so freaking small. Yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
So there's the trigger guard. There's the two 6-inchers, the 3-incher, and the 1911 grips that are going to be on an adapter. And
You
man,
using the Wicked Grips adapter or?
I don't know which one it is. He actually picked it up for me, and I'm just
Oh, sweet.
reimbursing him for it. And I'm paying him for obviously all the labor, hard work he put into it. So if you guys want some of these rail covers and like blasphemy, if you guys are looking into putting that touch of wood on your AR, hit up John Rice, dude. It's RiceFac, just like IFAC, but RiceFac at protonmail.com.
Yeah, I didn't know he did woodworking.
Dude,
He's not like that.
awesome. Yeah, dude, he did an incredible job.
Yeah, I want to get something with wood, but the next couple ARs that I'm messing with, I don't think it will work on. I showed you the one with the black and silver kind of hex pattern on it, right?
Yeah, yeah.
That one, I'm waiting on the barrel. Literally the day that I had the funds to buy the barrel, Bear Creek Arsenal sold out.
Oh, that's right. You told me like the moment that you got the funds to pay for it, right?
Yeah, like within hours.
It's a Pierce grip.
So I was like, yeah, I can't do that now. So I'm just kind of sitting on my hands on that. And then I actually have another 308 that I'm looking at finishing up. That one's 24 inches, but
Damn.
that one I'm actually kind of thinking I'm just gonna go front to back all that 90s desert camo, like the black and brown.
Okay, yeah. Like the old Desert Storm camo.
Yeah.
Nice.
Just because it's that one between the can and the huge barrel and so on, that one's gonna look like field artillery anyway.
Yeah, for real.
But yeah, whatever comes next after that, I want wood on.
Yeah, I mean it's just such a sharp look to it, man, and it's so unique.
Especially if you can get the receiver set that it's going on to be like like maybe not chrome, but if you can Cerakote it a silver, like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the light color contrasts really well with it.
A couple questions here before we hit the road. End is near beware. If you want one of those trigger guards, hit up I put his email right here, ricefac at protonmail.com. Hit him up, he'll definitely make one for you. And he's literally like fucking whittling them and staining them, and like they're beautiful. Zalpov says, any ideas of ultra lightweight handguards? Thinking Arrow or PSA 15. Okay, let me show you something because I built an AR that ended up being 3.9 pounds, and I put so much time and energy and research into finding out like what the latest like handguards and pistol grips and stocks like on the market were.
Yeah, I don't do a lot of D-ring stuff, but I mean, it is one of those things that the Magpul, the polymer stuff, is pretty light.
Yeah.
Honestly, and I can't remember which one specifically it is. If you guys want some cheap rails, and by cheap I mean inexpensive, not ones that'll break. There's a website called Just Rails.
Really?
And they're kind of a budget line of rails. I actually got a knockoff Pry Precision Reflex Industries rail that to this day I have people come up and they can't tell the difference looking at it. I
Nice.
got that for like $30 from them.
Oh yeah.
And that thing is like a rock.
P38 said, "Hey, Dark and Armitage, what's that website again?" We didn't say the website. we'll say offline. We'll tell you what site it is. I know they're high dollar, but hear me out. They're depending on which one you want, $200 to $300, and if you are going light for a rifle, it's like 3.6 ounces for a handguard made
Braided
of
carbon
braided
fiber.
carbon fiber. Yep.
Yeah.
If that is kind of too steep and you're looking to go cheaper, this was the handguard that I was supposed to put on my 3.9 pound AR. I didn't. I regret it, but it's okay. What I ended up doing was there was a small time frame where Lancer and Packmeyer either collaborated or it acquired something happened, and there is I may have the box for it. There is a carbon fiber handguard. They make them in mid-length, they make them in carbine, they make them in all different sizes, and it is like I think six ounces, 6.5 ounces, and it was like $60, something like that.
Yeah.
And it's still super light.
No, he's right here.
Here, let me grab the box. Hang on one sec.
Yeah, carbon fiber is probably the best bet if you're going light. Some kind of carbon fiber. The big thing with the Brigand ones, and really any of them that you spend $200-300 on, and it's kind of the thing that's been driving me towards more budget oriented parts, with the exception of the obvious, like your barrel, most of the time, your bolt carrier and whatnot, the stuff that actually carries the weight of it. Stuff like that, or like some billet receiver set with like a great paint job and whatnot, I've actually been steering away from a lot lately, just because I've been thinking more along the lines of, well, what am I going to do with it? I haven't competed since before the world locked down. Friggin', so I'm not even taking them out there where I'm showing them off like that. They mostly just sit in a case or up on the wall or whatnot. And it's like, okay, that's great for that, but if I want one I can just kind of grab by one end of the sling and drag behind me, this is probably not it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the big thing with the Brigand Arms handguards, even though they are super light and cool looking, is all of that open space.
Yeah.
Like if you were to go running through the bushes, that's gonna grab on every single thing you pass.
I've thought of the same exact shit. Zalpov, to answer your question, I misspoke. It wasn't Packmeyer. I apologize. All of us have seen products from Tacstar, and Tacstar is usually like the shotgun you make fun of that comes in the shop with a bunch of Tacstar shit all over it. However, Tacstar and Lancer made this rail, and that's the rail. I have the box. This is all I have. Otherwise, I'm useless. It is licensed by Lancer, and it was, I think, I want to say it was like $65 on Brownells, dude. And
That's
it
not
is
bad.
so light. It's crazy light. Let's pull up to see what the. I'm going to do this, then I'll have to jet. But hold up. Okay, this may tell us. I got it on Brownells. Oh, 149 my ass, dude.
Wow.
Bro, I got mine for under $70 on Brownells. Hold on, let's see what the weight is.
Well, you know, the price on
Okay.
everything has jumped even before all of this quite a bit, though. You
Yeah.
know the pigtail gas tubes,
Yeah, yeah, you were mentioning that.
like the one that you put on a pistol, but it's curled around so that it makes it a carbine length.
Yep.
Friggin' Phase Five and a bunch of other people used to make them, as far as I know, or at least as I could find them, and only one or two still do. Theirs is like $75 now.
Damn.
Yeah,
That's
for
pretty
gas tube.
ridiculous.
Last time I bought one, I paid 15.
Dude, that's ridiculous. I got a couple extra gas tubes just because when I do like a cheap build, that's the first thing I replace.
Yep.
Um, Zalpov, this is saying that the 15-inch is 4 ounces, and I know for a fact that that is untrue. They're probably just putting in the smallest, lightest weight for all three of them. The one I got, which is mid-length, which is exactly 10 inches, is like 6.5.
That's still
174.
almost nothing.
Yeah, yeah. So this says the 15-inch is 7.5 ounces. So definitely something you can throw on your. From looking at like a cost perspective of
That's like
like,
Midwest Industries price range.
yeah, yeah, it's definitely affordable. And if you need a box, let me know. Um, no, all jokes aside, I may have just come upon it on a stupid deal on Brownells. Um, Seems like I'm good with error PSA by that. I think so. Yeah, no problem, man. Um, but I would say you can go super light. Just don't jump on something quick. Just look at as much shit as you can. Look at the weight of everything. Compare, and I mean, you can Google or search or whatever literal spreadsheets where they have open source all these people putting in information of items and their weight. So
Hmm.
you can literally do the shopping on a spreadsheet. You don't have to go to 2,000 different websites. That helped me so much when I was doing this build. So,
Yep. Just make sure if you're building for lightweight that you don't build so lightweight that you have to baby it.
yeah, yeah. And you got to definitely kind of counterbalance, like, use an H2 buffer, if you're using a like a bolt with weight reduction. And it doesn't sound like he's trying to go like super,
Crazy light, yeah.
yeah.
Just
Most don't show
lighter.
weight. I've been looking, I found some, but I can't find
Yep.
particulars.
One other thing you can look at if you're trying to save on weight, I know everyone likes to cover up the gas block. It's kind of a go for the Mark 20 or Mark 18 look though.
Yeah.
You can have the block and that much give or take of the tube exposed. You shorten the handguard and it cuts a lot of weight off, or
Hell yeah.
can at least, depending on what handguard.
So this is, so I'm pulling this up, then I'm outie. Um, Lightweight parts list with weights. Yep. Okay. So ARFCOM has a database. Okay. I got to show this now. Hold on. All right, Zalpop, stay with me, brother. Yeah, like I got one of the Toolcraft ultralight bolts with like almost all of the rear removed except
Mm.
the actual rear and the auto trip. Everything else is completely removed. So this is dope because if you're looking for the lightest parts that you can get, this has all these different muzzle devices and the weight, all the different bolt carrier groups and the weight, Daniel Defense stuff, VLTOR, BCM, like everything you can think of. And this is just one place. If you go, I mean, you can go all around the internet and find like literal lists of, you know, where to find the lowest weight shit. And
Totally.
the Magpul K grip for the pistol grip is only 2.2 ounces, and the Magpul flip up sights, because people always make fun of me that I got like a Gucci titanium and carbon fiber AR with the Magpul flip ups. It's because those are only 2.2 ounces as well. So, all right, Armitage, I'm gonna leave it to you to leave everybody with the wisdom and the knowledge. What would you like to end on?
Oh, damn. I got nothing.
You gotta have something.
Hmm. Honestly, actually I do. All the people who are trying to hinder, pick a freedom.
Hmm.
They're all working from a Clausewitz school of thought, which is basically just a more modern art of war. And one of the big things in that is you want to appear strong when you're weak and appear weak when you're strong. So think about how strong they're going out of their way to appear. And then think about what that really probably means.
Mm. Damn, that's some deep shit right there. Sun Tzu.
Right.
Spread love by truth. Absolutely. Thank you for sharing that. I completely agree. And you could also take a note from that, yourself, that when you're prepared, when you're strong, when you're prepared for war, if you're finding yourself in a position where you're, in a superior position, be humble, right?
Exactly.
Like the quietest dude and the most reserved dude is likely the most dangerous dude. And we always say, be dangerous. It is your responsibility to be dangerous, especially against anything, any tyrant. No quarter for tyrants. I'll end it on that. Thank you for coming on, brother. Thank you
Absolutely.
for,
Thanks for having me.
yeah, dude. Sorry we couldn't do for longer.
No, you're good.
I only ran a half an hour late.
I can't get the signal to work for any length of time here, so
You did it. You did
surprised it
great
held
this time.
out.
Hell yeah. Thanks, brother. Take it easy. Be safe. Be dangerous. And we'll see y'all next time.
For sure.
All right. Later.